Hey, hello! This video is part of a project for my 19th century Europe class. We were supposed to pick a prominent woman from the 19th century and do some research on them. Last semester I had read a biography about Jane Austen, and it sparked my interest further. I had always been interested in her, but it just made me want to know even more. So I decided to dive deeper into the issue that is Jane Austen for this class. I made a video for that class as well, and I think Elaine from the past might have some thoughtful words on this matter.
Here are a few facts about our dear Jane. Jane was born December 16, 1775, to parents George and Cassandra Austen. Jane had 6 brothers and 1 sister. She lived at Steventon Rectory in North Hampshire, England, where her father was the rector and ran a boarding school for boys from the family home. When Jane was 7, she was sent away with her sister Cassandra to Oxford to be educated, but they soon became sick with a fever and had to return home. Jane was sent away again at the age of 9 to the Abbey School in Reading, where she engaged in such intellectual pursuits as needlework, dancing, and drawing. Her and her sister were not there long, for the school soon closed its doors to females. Shield notes a sense of abandonment every time Jane was sent away from the family home. Jane also felt a loss of freedom as she had no say in these decisions, and that was something that stayed with her for her entire life. From the age of about 11, Jane began to educate herself. She accomplished this largely through reading many of the books in her father's library. The Austen family embraced the novel and never restricted Jane's reading. However, when Jane was 20, she met her neighbor's nephew, Tom Lefroy. They knew each other for about 2 weeks, and both appeared to be quite smitten. Lefroy's family swiftly removed him from the picture when they realized the attachment, and the two never met again. Jane received her only marriage proposal when she was 27 from her longtime neighbor, Harris Bigweather. It would have been an advantageous match, and she hastily accepted. Now 24 hours later, possibly under the advisement of her sister, she withdrew her promise. This is something that she regretted from time to time throughout her life. Jane published 4 books in her life: Sense and Sensibility, Pride and Prejudice, Mansfield Park, and Emma. Her last 2 novels, Northanger Abbey and Persuasion, were published shortly after her death. She died, probably of breast cancer, on July 28, 1817, at the age of 42. Though the second youngest, she was the first of her siblings to die.
So that was a little bit about Jane. I think Jane is so important to this time period because besides writing great literature, she was also writing great commentary. In many of her books, she addresses such things as the Napoleonic Wars, prejudice between the classes, and the role of women. Her portrayal of women is perhaps what is most interesting. She does not challenge gender roles of the time, but she gives a modern-day reader an accurate portrayal of the life of women in her time. She provides a still relevant perspective that allows us a deeper look at what women of this period were like and how they lived. And to me, that is what makes her one of the more prolific people of this time period.